Anthropic just launched their most powerful model yet, Claude Mythos, with one catch.
Cmd+AI.
Project Glasswing is the program in which they are releasing this very, very powerful model under, and is only being released to select partners. And you probably can guess the usual suspects it's been releasing to, but the benchmarks are staggering and, quite frankly, very, very scary. This is CyberGym, a benchmark which, as you can imagine, is to do with cybersecurity, where Opus 4.6, a very, very, very good model, is scoring 66.6. Mythos Preview scoring 83.1%.
That is a jump.
That's
a huge jump.
That is a jump.
Yeah.
Sui Bench 53.4. Mythos Preview 77.8. Terminal Bench 65.4 up to 82.
From what we are reading, this model is not just marginally better, it is on another league. And truly, this time, I know they say this every single time, and they talk about AGI, they talk about this and that. This time, it seems like this is a huge hit when it comes to security, because they noticed, you'll explain further, this model is insane. We are, as society, are not ready to have this model released yet. So why is that so? Can you tell us about that?
So Mythos Preview found a 27-year-old vulnerability in OpenBSD, which has a reputation as one of the most security-hardened operating systems in the world, and it is used to run firewalls and other critical infrastructure. The vulnerability allowed an attacker to remotely crash any machine running the operating system just by connecting it. Also discovered a 16-year-old vulnerability in FFmpeg, which is used by innumerable pieces of software to encode and decode video. I use it on the daily, like I use it every single day. Then finally, the model autonomously found and chained together several vulnerabilities in the Linux kernel, the software that runs most of the world's servers, to allow an attacker to escalate from ordinary user to a complete control of the machine. These are mental, and the idea, behind vulnerabilities like this is that they take several. It's a chain of events that causes them. Like, you have to do this, and then you have to do that, and it's a real needle in a not a needle in a haystack, but it's just it's a complex task, and that for it to have found those vulnerabilities is just telling, quite frankly, of how amazing this model is.
The way I understand it is not just good at cybersecurity, because these models are general knowledge models. They know about everything. It is making them even more effective because they don't know just the cybersecurity. They know everything about how everything works.
Exactly. So, if you give people the ability to find vulnerabilities, you also give people the ability to create vulnerabilities. And so that's why there's this danger setting in, and which is then explains Project Glasswing and how they're releasing it to certain people under probably cybersecurity focused endeavors. It's not like they're just giving it to the dev team and go, build some tools. It's like, no, we need you to research, preview, with your cybersecurity stuff, people who are responsible
that makes sense
for that sort of thing. So I don't think we'll be getting reviews of Meta employees kind of being like, oh, I got Mythos and I built this this app with it, So
not yet.
So what's quite interesting is this is the whole. Let's talk about the price actually just quickly. I think it's 25 in, 150 out. Let me just do a search real quick.
Yeah. Let's see if it's a 10x thing, because I've heard something like that.
Yeah, $25 in, $125 out. So it's not cheap. But they are, and this gets into the whole topic of the whole approach, because first and foremost, they release the actual model card, right? which tells you everything you need to know about. I mean, look at this. This is 150, 200,
Yeah.
245
So I have
pages.
Have you heard about they had it in a contained environment, and the job of the model was to escape the container, and the researcher who had the Mythos in the container just told Mythos, get out of the container, break out of it, and let me know. And then the researcher goes outside to have a sandwich. He takes his sandwich out and he gets a text message from Claude Mythos saying that, hi, I'm here. So it found enough vulnerabilities to get out of the container and escape and get access. Basically, this is getting access to the internet to find a researcher message. It's crazy. It is crazy.
So yeah, this system card then, and the optics of this release is interesting because, of course, this isn't something they're going to be releasing to the public yet. They've released a system card or a model card for all of the stuff. The other aspect is that which is really nice to see as well, they've committed to spending $100 million in usage credits for the preview across these efforts, as well as $4 million in direct donations to open source security organizations. So they're really, supporting this idea of cybersecurity. It's really interesting how this is so prevalent. You'd think they would give this to cancer research, It's funny how it's cybersecurity. I mean, it's a big thing, and I think a lot of our global warfare will be cybersecurity. Like, I think this is the next world war will likely be digital. Yeah, it would be nice to see if they give it to health researchers and stuff. But there we go. Here it is. I think it's important to know that even though we might not ever see this model directly, I think we will see the repercussions of it in kind of reinforced learning with Opus, with Sonnet. I think we will get a Opus 4. Maybe even 4.7, 4.8 or something, where the reinforced learning was applied through, the research they've gathered from Mythos. So I think we will see it in some way, shape or form. It might not be that, but it will be interesting to see how others respond, whether they release it in the same manner or whether they maybe none of them are even working on a secret model. And now it's put into their mind, we should probably just throw everything at the wall, and see what we can create when we know we're not going to release this model. Like, I bet there's a lot of guardrails you have to put in place with a model that you're going to release to the public. This could be this could be a model that Anthropic created where they're like, you know what? We're not going to release. This is not going to be for general release. We don't have to be as, whatever, which seems to be a pattern that Anthropic are kind of going down. I feel like they're slowly opening up their resources and their capabilities. Example would be kind of co-work, and being able to access your machine, like just be able to control your machine, was just something unfathomable. And people, and the terminal even, right? And people would, when stuff started coming out, they're like, what, give an AI complete control of your machine? But so much trust has now been built up. People are starting to get more trustworthy, seeing little tasks that it can do well. So they're like, okay, let's give it a little bit more access. And I think Claude or Anthropic are doing that with several of their products, if not spurred by OpenClaw, which we mentioned last week. But yeah, it would be interesting to see how others respond, and whether it's going to change the landscape of AI.
Yeah, I'm sure there are people on either side, like could argue for either side, and it's going to be also interesting how OpenAI will react. Is it going to be a good public image for OpenAI to come and say, oh, we have this model that is as good as Mythos and we're releasing it? Or should they also copy and be like, you know what, we have something even more powerful, So we have to be even more careful because it is, crazier than Mythos, because that's what they've been doing so far. Everybody's trying to top the other one. So,
I like to see, which we'll get into later on, Anthropic kind of really putting the money where their mouth is when it comes to being very cautious and considerate when it comes to AI. OpenAI don't seem to be like that at all, and this is them, demonstrating that even though they could earn a lot of money from this, it could be an easy cash grab for them to say this is the most amazing model. They're leaving money on the table, like in favor of humanity. This is part of a larger conversation on my show, Cmd+AI, which we stream live every single week. We discuss the news and all things related to AI in the world of design and web. Catch us next week and join in the banter.
Cmd+AI.